Hello guys, today's video is about installing the smart recessed lighting. These are 4-inch ultra thin LED recessed lights and the brand is Lumary. These are smart lights and I will go over that why they are called as a smart light. But the whole installation is basically to cover each aspect of this light and show the installation for any DIY person. These, as you see, these lights are very thin. I would rather say ultra thin recessed lights, and this requires only 9 watt of power to lit. And the luminous is around 810 luminous, which comes from this particular light. It comes with the junction box, as you see over here. For each light there is a junction box attached to it where the wire will go. So these are 4 lights, and it also comes with the template which you have to use to cut the sheetrock or the drop ceiling. In my case it is going to be the drop ceiling. I will show you that in a bit. And it also comes with a pretty nice manual where you will get to know what exactly needs to be done to set up these lights via app. So now coming to these lights, why these lights are little different than the other regular recessed lights. As I mentioned earlier, these lights are canless easy installation lights. It is not going to take more than half an hour to install these lights. The brightness can be adjusted for these lights from 2700 to 6500K, so that is a good thing. And most important thing is these lights are voice control, and these are app intelligent control lights, which allows you to operate these lights using the app. So since these are app control light, these are multicolor lights, and you could have millions of color you could choose from the app. So that is the beauty of these lights. And you think of Google assistants, or you think of the Alexa, this can be operated using the Alexa or Google app without any problem. So that's the beauty. Now let me show you the setup and why I am installing this light and where I am installing these lights. This is our basement, and as you see that I have these traditional tube lights in the basement. Not bad, it is well lit, and this particular area of the basement we use it for watching the movies. And as you see, there is these traditional lights cannot be dimmed, and it is very annoying for you to get up while watching the movie and switch it off or switch it on. So my plan is to install 2 lights, one over there and one on this side, and configure them on the Google app, Google assistants, and operate them during while watching the movie. And not only that one, these are music control lights, right? So basically, if you in the app, if you select the music control when the movie is getting played, and depends on the music, it will glow. The brightness will illuminate. Basically, the brightness will come down or brightness will go up, depends on that one. But the best part is that I'm not going to get up while watching the movie to switch off the current lights, and switch on the lights when the movie is over. So using the app, you can literally dim the lights, you can set up the mood of the theater. So my plan is, as I mentioned, install one light over here. So I'm going to cut the 4 inches hole over here on this slab, and on this slab, right? And for that I'm going to use the template to cut the hole. Once those holes are cut, these lights are very easy to install, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, both the ceiling slabs have marked the circle where the light is going to be installed on both the places, and this is the template which comes with the light. I've used it with the comes with the package. I've used it to mark this whole circle. I'm going to take the knife, utility knife, and cut this portion and make the hole, and then we have to just install the wire. This is the Romex wire which I've showed you earlier. I'm going to use it to connect these two lights in series. So I've cut the holes in both the slabs, ceiling slabs, and on one of them I've already installed the light also, and it kindly flush. It is flushed with the ceiling and looks very nice. Let me show you how easy to install this light on this another slab. So as I mentioned earlier, this light has two spring loaded clamps. So basically what you have to do is you have to pass this light through the hole like this, and the light will be placed on this slab like this. But only part is that when you are placing this one, this clamp should be on the bottom. So what you have to do is you have to, when you are placing the light, put the clamps like this, pass them through the hole just like this, and then pass the light through the hole, and that's it. They will be in one place. So let me show you which is this one. And as you see, nothing is visible. So it is nicely tucked into the hole. Now same thing you can do it if you see from the back side, it is something like this. Now next step is connecting the wire inside this junction box and making it ready for the installation. So as you see over here, there are two wires. One is the earthing, that is this green wire, and then hot and neutral. So basically you have to connect this extension wire to these two wires and prepare this junction box for the installation. So let me connect all these things. Of course, in one of the junction box, I would like to show you the connector which I mentioned you earlier, which is the New Jersey electric law rule, which says that you have to have that one installed over here, which doesn't comes with the packing. So for that you have to open up this hole, and this is a knockout hole. So just press it and you can remove this flap by wiggling it just like this. And that's it. So now this comes out, and your extension wire will pass through this one through the using the nut connector, which I will show you. And then basically you have to connect these entire wires and attach it to the power supply line. So to connect the wire, I'm going to use this non-metallic nut. So you just open this nut like this and place this on this knockout hole like this, and inside you tighten this non-metallic nut using this nut which you have removed. So it will look something like this. Now take the wire which you have to connect to these 3 wires, that is our Aromax cable. Pass this wire through this non-metallic clamp, just like this, and it will come inside your junction box, and tighten these screws using the screwdriver. Now you can connect these these wires just using your conventional nuts, just like this. So black goes black, and then you use the nut to connect them, or then there is an alternative for this one, and that alternative is basically I use these type of clamps. So the way these clamps work is that, so basically you have to open the lever of these clamps just like this. One wire will go here, and then you close the clamp and it won't come out. So that is first part. Then same thing we have to do it for the other wire which you have to connect. Insert the wire like this and clamp it. As a safety precaution, I also tape it using the electrical tape. So one connection is done. Then I will do the same thing for the other connectors also. First, and then white goes in white. If it is a little bit bigger, you can always cut short that wire. So this is done, and then the third part is the neutral. So for that also I'll do the same thing. Lever open, place the wire and second wire. So now all these 3 wires are connected. Place these in the junction box just like this, and as I mentioned, as a precautionary measure, I tie these wires using the electrical tape so that those levers won't come out. Once this is done, just close the lid, and the first junction box is ready. Wire is connected, power line is connected to the light which you have installed. Now I have to repeat the same step for the other light also, and then connect this to the power line, and then we are done. So pretty straightforward installation. And as you see, the installation is done, and the light looks pretty neat on the ceiling. The reason why it is blinking because it is in the pairing mode. So now I have to install the app, or basically download the Luminar app and configure this light on to that app. So add these lights to the app so that I can control this light. But overall I am happy with the way it came out. I will put the some screenshots of the installation steps so that you will get an idea that how exactly it can be configured. And one thing I have to just mention clearly on this video, that this particular app requires your network to be in 2.4 gigahertz and not in 5.1 gigahertz. So that you have to just remember while setting up these lights.